Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
This episode isn't just about how to use social media. It's about making sure you know what's happening with the social media platforms so you can optimize using them for your business. Hey my friend, it's Kari and welcome to Kari Cares podcast, episode number 41. Now if you're new, I'm a digital strategist with nearly 2 decades of experience in marketing and communications. For the best digital and social media tips to rank higher on Google search, subscribe to Kari Cares Digital Strategist podcast to make sure you never ever miss out on these updates. Now you're going to have to excuse Tristan snoring in the background. That's my dog. Every time I do a podcast, he tends to lie down right next to me or behind me and start snoring. Now, have you enjoyed the long weekend in Australia? Well, everyone except me, because I've had a cold and didn't do much at all. But I have to admit, it's been very, very peaceful. And it did get me thinking about my brand and how I can be clearer on what I can offer you. And I've incorporated a new series called Online Business Made Easy. If you want to know more, please head over to kariwatt.com. Okay, let's dive into the latest social media trends. Now, Pinterest adds a new shop tab within its Lens visual search results to make it easier for you to buy items based on an image. All you need to do is just click the camera in the search bar, snap or upload a photo, and see a shop tab with a feed of shoppable pins. Now every product pin will link directly to the checkout page on a retailer's website. You can either take a photo or upload a screenshot or even use an older image from your camera roll. What Pinterest will do will highlight relevant product matches and it will showcase items for you to purchase. Instagram is testing out a new option to view your Messenger messages, that's a tongue twister, in your Instagram direct inbox. Now the function is part of Facebook's plan of cross-messaging functionality between Instagram, Messenger and WhatsApp. So essentially what you'll be able to do is send or receive a message from any of the platforms inside another platform. So if you're in Facebook, you'll be able to see your messages in Instagram or WhatsApp and vice versa. Instagram is also testing a new recommendations listing that appears within the main feed, with selected users. So they've got these separate tabs, which is suggested and older posts. Now the older listing takes you back to posts that you've already seen. So you'll now be able to have the option to see either suggestions or keep scrolling on to posts you've seen. This may have great benefits for businesses in the e-commerce space because where users shop, there'll be more recommendations for you to connect to your interested shoppers by highlighting similar items that are aligned with their past searches. Now, on a side note with Instagram, you may now need to get permission to embed Instagram posts on your Instagram due to copyright laws. Now, publishers need explicit permission from creators to embed their posts. So this now goes past just repost with their hashtag. You now have to have permission as far as I can see. Facebook is testing out a new sticker type called Plans, which helps you schedule an online meetup. Now this may also link to Facebook New Rooms offering. It's being tested with some users, okay? But you can essentially you'll be able to add a date, info on how your story viewers can join the meetup, and your story viewers will be able to see who else among their friends has registered for the event. Facebook has also launched a new way to send marketing emails from your page using the Page app. Now there's a bit of a process to get this working. I had a look at it over the weekend. And you do need to be an admin of a page or have your Facebook admin manager do this. It's aimed at businesses that are unfamiliar with email marketing to help you connect with your audience using a CRM type style tool. Now, larger businesses will already be familiar with email marketing and CRMs, but if you're a small to medium sized business, it could be a valuable system to help you expand your reach. Now, if you want to see how this works, I would highly suggest you head on over to watch Mari Smith on Facebook, who shows you how to do this really well. But if you want me to do an instructional video on this, please reach out on social media at Kari Watt and ask me to do this, and I'm happy to do that for you. Now, Facebook also has updated controls over the posts and content that's displayed on your profile, which means you can now bulk archive or delete questionable updates and images from your past. It's called Manage Activity to help you archive or trash older posts all in one place. Now, posts can be sent to the trash, but they will remain there for 30 days before being deleted in case you change your mind or you want to restore them. Accidents do happen, right? Now, Facebook is also looking to roll out yet another transparency measure, adding new explanatory notes on pages, posts, and ads that have been published by state-controlled media outlets. So you can see if the news you read is coming from a publication under the influence of a government. For example, it might say something like Australian state-controlled media. Now, Facebook says it will consider the following. It'll consider the mission statement, mandate, or public reporting on how the organisation defines and accomplishes its journalistic mission. The ownership structure, such as information on owners, stakeholders, board members, management, government appointees in leadership positions, and disclosure of direct or indirect ownership by entities or individuals holding elected office. It'll also look at the editorial guidelines such as transparency around sources of content and independence and diversity of sources. It'll look at information about the newsroom leadership and staff, sources of funding and revenue, governance and accountability mechanisms such as correlational policies, procedures for complaints, external assessments, and oversight boards. Now, the new state-controlled media labels will appear globally in the ad library page view, on pages, and in the page transparency section. The post-specific labels will be shown to US users this coming week. Now, Facebook has also made its photo and video transfer tool available in all regions. This means you can copy your Facebook photos and videos over to Google. I will post the instructions on how to do this on kariwatt.com/podcast/social media update 10. Now, Facebook has published its Coordinated Inauthentic Behaviour Report for May, which outlines the accounts, pages and groups that it has removed because they have been identified as misleading or have misinformation. Now, they have removed 253 Facebook accounts, 240 Instagram profiles, 101 Facebook groups, and 770 Facebook pages as a result of it detecting and investigating, and misinformation. I think this is a good thing, really. I mean, there's so many corrupt accounts out there. I get contacted at least twice a day asking, hey, you want to hook up? I think that's quite funny, really, because if they saw me today, they would not want to hook up with me. Anyway, Twitter have been working to fix an issue with its API that has seen links shared within WhatsApp not rendering correctly within the chat. So if you're still having issues, that's what's happening with Twitter. Okay, YouTube has added a new analytics report and alerts for merchandise sales within live streams. Now, in the Creator Studio, you'll find a channel performance chart that displays views, subscribers, watch time, and revenue performance within one single display. It's basically merging two existing monthly insights about subscriber performance and revenue performance, and it's adding a new analysis for views. Now, YouTube is also adding a new live alerts for merch feature, which highlights sales made through Teespring within your live stream comments thread. Now, to be eligible for monetization and Teespring, you need at least 1,000 subscribers. Now, Snapchat is making its dynamic ads option available to more regions, naming Australia, yay, the UK, Germany, and the Middle East. Now, the dynamic ads means businesses can create simple Snap ad campaigns by uploading their product catalog. Let's head on to LinkedIn. Now, they're offering free courses on diversity and exclusion in response to the hashtag Black Lives Matter to help more people understand how best to address these key issues. Now, you can find this inside the LinkedIn Learning under Diversity, Inclusion and Belonging for All stream. And it covers a range of elements including unconscious bias, addressing culturally sensitive issues, how to hire and retain diverse talent, and so much more. And again, if you want any of the links that I've spoken about today, head on over to kariwatt.com/podcast/social media update 10. Now, did you know that Curry Cares podcast is available on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, and even Google Play? And I'd really appreciate a review. In exchange for your review, I'll send you a free digital marketing guide. Here's how. Head on over to the podcast platform that you're listening to, Curry Cares podcast, and leave a 5-star For Good Karma review with a little bit about what you like about this podcast, and then take a screenshot and post it in your social media, even if it's LinkedIn, and tag me at KariWatt, and I'll send you a link to download a free digital marketing guide. And please make sure you tune in this coming Thursday at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time to learn about Sandra Lee Patterson, who is a phenomenal acting teacher and director in Australia, who has worked with some of the greatest actors in the world. And she's got some great stories about how she started in the acting world, how she started up her acting coaching business, and how she got it online. So tune in Thursday, 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And remember to share this with a friend who could use a helping hand. Why? Because Kari cares about women helping women and men who could use a helping hand. Until next time, peace.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to AuscastNetwork.com for details.